Is the doctor on board?
Yes, sir.
Then get us out of here! And who the hell is that on my ship?
Me?
Stuck inside a pod of some sort. Cryogenic sleep, perhaps? Oh, handcuffs too. Wonderful. Ah, that's it. I'm a prisoner. Well, I wasn't expecting that. A long corridor. Not a fan of corridors. Always something lurking on the other end.
Doctor!
Ah, nice to see you. See you found your way to this lovely, dim-lit, somewhat intimidating ship too.
Any ideas where we are?
Well, from the architecture, this is a time ship. Not one I'm entirely familiar with. However, let's not get away with ourselves. Never know. Could be a film set.
Welcome. At the end of the corridor, you will find a sealed door. Please walk towards it. We will explain your arrival.
Oh, look! A door!
Who was that?
I've got a sneaking suspicion we're about to find out.
A new companion already, Doctor?
Ah, yes, the Arbiter. Yes, I suppose.
We seem to have had a fault with the time scoop. Your companion was transposed onto the bridge as we extracted you.
That's not quite what happened.
No trouble, I hope.
None at all. Just a surprising turn.
Actually, you are not supposed to be here either.
Aren't I?
My memory is very clear. The incarnation associated with this time zone does not look like you. High brown boots, ashy waistcoat, dirty green coat.
Well, I certainly don't recognize that description, but I'm sure he's a lovely fellow.
The Doctor's second incarnation? Why would we be interested in him?
What? No, he's not... Never mind. I don't have time for this.
I have a habit of ending up in places I shouldn't be. Now, please tell me, why am I handcuffed?
Those were for the sort of doctor they were expecting to meet.
A doctor who needs handcuffs? Sounds more like a criminal to me. Will I become a criminal in the future? That's nice.
Preparing for materialization. The fence is up.
Did this place just shrink?
The internal dimensions can be mapped onto the external casing for intimidation.
Bigger on the outside. Ha ha!
Yes, much. Doctor, Arbiter, welcome to the Zodiac.
Did you say the Zodiac? Yes. Now that I remember, I've seen the plans for this. Had barely been conceived of in my time. Shelved due to instability. Tell me you fixed that.
Desperate times.
That doesn't answer my question.
We're not here to answer your questions, Doctor.
An old backup plan like this, you really must be desperate. Why have you called me here?
Join me at the observation window. Look below.
What planet is that?
Don't recognize it? That's Viron, planet of the Emirate dynasty.
Viron? Oh, yes! Ah, times certainly have changed. What's happened to it?
The Time War happened, Doctor.
A war involving Viron? Viron was such a peaceful planet.
A war involving everything and everyone. Everywhere. Every when.
Oh, and let me guess, you instigated it, did you?
You act as if you know nothing about the conflict, Doctor. You were there at the beginning.
Oh, was I? I'm a little fuzzy on the details. Perhaps I need to rest to jog my memory. Don't think I'll be joining you on this one.
You may change your mind on that. We need you to save this planet.
Tell me more.
We told you we foresaw a time where all other beings would fall to the Daleks and their wrath. That time has come.
Well, you didn't do a very good job of preventing it, did you? So, tell me why.
We have a mission for you. At the heart of the planet Viron lies a temporal disturbance, so vast that every outcome predicted by the Matrix only sees its total exclusion from the timeline. Without intervention, this planet will die, erased entirely from existence.
And you want me to go down there and what, huh? Have a meal with it? Down a couple of ginger beers and ask it to stop? How can I stop that?
If it were natural, whatever this entity is, was surely born out of the Time War. The war has created many horrors, and no doubt this is one of them.
Enough to wipe out an entire planet from space-time. That certainly is excessive.
Excessive force is what the Daleks do best.
Can we discuss my handcuffs now?
Of course.
Thank you.
Anton. Cardinal Anton.
How worried should we be, Doctor?
Oh, very. You know why they've called upon us?
Why is that?
Because we're disposable.
Is there anything you'd like before we send you down, Doctor?
Yes, well, now that you mention it, I need a new yo-yo, an Agatha Christie novel, and a large pair of...
In relation to the mission, Doctor?
Well, then no.
Excellent. Then we shall...
However, you could do one thing for me.
What's that?
Take this bag.
What's in it?
Jelly baby.
Babies?
Oh, it's perfectly safe. Gives you something to wrap your head around whilst we do the real work. And next time you decide to start a time war, you can deal with the consequences yourself.
Prepare teleport and begin descent to planet in 3, 2, 1.
This feels like a waste of my time. What are we even looking for?
Look down there.
Those are people. Stone people. The Daleks could do all this?
Without a doubt.
Do you see that ball of light? I cannot see what's casting it.
Nothing is. Or the planet is, perhaps. That's what we're here for.
The light?
The planet.
Hello.
Ah, hello. Magnificent place you've got here.
You have come for the planet.
Huh, no time for small talk. I see. So, you know why we're here, then?
You have come for the planet.
Yes, Viron Night. Lovely planet. Or it was.
The planet is ours. We chose to end it.
Why? For what purpose?
This war, the joy of the universe has gone. We have been reduced. We do not wish for it to continue.
You've given up.
Yes,
Well, is there anything I can do to convince you not to?
there is nothing.
Game! We will play a game!
A contest, Time Lord, for the life of the planet.
I'm sorry, what exactly are you? I have no record of this being.
The Time Lords call it a temporal shade.
We are life. All life on this planet as one. Together, we are stronger.
A Gestalt entity? Fascinating.
I'm sure it is. A temporal shade is a rare sight. Now, what game are we playing? Hopscotch? Dominoes? Competitive frisbee?
Chess. Doctor, it's a chessboard. We're standing on a chessboard.
Oh. Ah.
Is everything all right?
Ha! Perfect. I knew Bobby Fischer very well, you know. I was the one who taught old Bob the winning strategy before the World Chess Championship of 1972. That was after we dealt with the robot vampires from Coaxilon 3, of course.
You will begin.
Oh. Well, this is smaller than I expected.
Oh, just a fan of black and white tiling then.
Sir!
Yes? What is it?
Sensors indicate a Dalek fleet has entered the sector.
Then the Doctor better hurry.
You will begin. White to start.
Yes, no need to rush me.
The time is limited, Doctor.
That was foolish. Leaving a hanging pawn.
What did you say?
You chose an aggressive and destabilizing opening. If the gambit doesn't pay off, you will be in a worse position.
Yes, thank you.
Only trying to help.
Ha! The good old Evans gambit. Never failed me yet. The opponent always takes the bait of the hanging pawn, but you didn't consider the rather perilous position it would put your bishop in, did you? Learned that one from good old Captain William Davies Evans himself. The man was a true visionary, you know.
Doctor, I think you might have left your... Oh dear, an early forced queen exchange leaves you...
Yes, thank you.
Good job, you captured a pawn. Doctor?
Yes?
What do you know about this temporal shade?
About as much as you do now.
The Castellan was vague. Oh, that was rubbish.
It's all part of my plan.
And what about your plan? Throw the game as quickly as you can?
Ah, you think I'm too careless to see the obvious fork it's trying to set up. But I am the master of the German fork. Spassky could hardly keep up in our matches, the poor fellow. And I see right through your play. Queen to c6. That's got you stumped, hasn't it?
Check.
Ah. Yes, very interesting. Now, where were we?
The shade. When we first arrived, it said it had been reduced, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Check.
One moment.
Can I ask what you were?
We believe we are individuals, although the concept is strange to us now. Our lives are just...
Fossilized memories.
What happened here?
The end was too fast for us to remember. We are simply what's left.
A byproduct. Almost as if time itself cannot cope with a calamity of this scale, and so becomes paralyzed at the moment of catastrophe. The remaining energy of all that lost life. Well, I suppose it tries its best to make sense of itself.
Doctor.
The Time Lord knows. We see it in his face.
I think we might have a new suspect.
The Time Lords? Surely not. The more I profile them as a positive influence, overstepping their influence on occasion, yes, but this goes beyond interference.
When you have the means for mass destruction and enough apathy for the unlike to push the button, it's a dangerous combination. I grew up on tales of the Time Wars. I'd hoped I wouldn't live through one.
But why? All this purposeless destruction, this is what Daleks do. Their hatred,
But it isn't purposeless. It's the advantage.
Oh, the temporal shade.
Yes, the temporal shade. The Time Lords knew about this whole affair because they created the conditions. Wonder why the Daleks haven't shown up to claim their prize. They don't know about it. Not yet. We never did question why we were here, did we?
To stop the planet from being destroyed. Save the Shade.
But why? What do the Time Lords gain from being so altruistic,
I'm not sure.
Neither am I, but a Gestalt entity like that Shade, the pure life force of a planet's people, well, that could be harnessed for the most terrible, evil, nightmarish purposes.
But surely you can't allow this planet to die, regardless of the Time Lord's plan. Better to live?
Perhaps it would be a mercy. Allow time to run its course as the Shade intended.
Are you sure that's wise?
Oh no, not at all. But who am I to decide the fate of a planet?
Continue the game, Doctor.
Ah.
Ah?
Ah.
Ah. Can you get out of it?
I might be able to. The question is, should I?